How many of you have gone like outside and with like messy hair, or if your clothes are nice, and worried about what other people think about you? So from time to time, most of us might wonder what other people think about us. And so today I'm going to be talking about how to stop worrying what others think about you. So firstly is the problem, like WOTM, it's WOTAM, which stands for what others think about me. And this problem, it means that we're always trying to read other people's minds, which causes us to overthink and stress and eventually worry. And this is really like dangerous because it can consume our thinking and leave us in a state of paralysis where we're unable to do anything else, and it prevents progress. At first, we might not realize it, but it actually slows us down in subtle ways. It influences what we wear, how we act, and whether or not we follow our goals. So, for example, if you were always scared about what other people think about you, so maybe like in class when the teacher asks the question, we always hide in the back of the class and never put our hand up to volunteer to answer the question. But this actually prevents our progress, and if this continues happening, it can prevent us developing public speaking skills, which might impact on whether or not we follow our goals. For example, because it's very important, for example, if you wanted a job and in a job interview, then you have to have the skill to be able to speak confidently, otherwise you won't get it. So, and 50 to 60% of our thinking capacity is spent worrying about what other people think about us, which leaves very little energy left for decisions or to do things you enjoy, which messes up our life basically. So secondly, why it's so hard to overcome. When you ask yourself, what are they thinking about me? Your brain activates a search as your mind tries to figure out the answer. It pulls out random scenarios, but none of the scenarios can be confirmed. So our mind keeps on spinning. So for example, it might come up with random scenarios like, oh, remember the time you accidentally tripped in front of this person? Or imagine the time you remember the time you said the wrong answer and they looked at you weirdly. But none of these scenarios can be confirmed because you don't know what's going on inside the other person's brain. So this is an incomplete request, as your mind can't come up with the answer. And if there's no answer, your mind will continue going in a loop and it won't stop searching. This means you can't process other thoughts very well, and you move slowly in your life and don't make any progress. So when you have these unanswered questions, it can cause insecurity as you're always wondering what other people are thinking, lower self-esteem, and lower productivity or performance. Thirdly is how to break free of this cycle. And basically, if you don't decide what you think of yourself, other people will. And so we should make a decision. For example, if I say I'm smart and I know where I'm going, then if I believe this, my attitude and the way I act around people will completely change, as I will be more confident. Because if you're worried other people think you're stupid, and if you think that they think that of you, then you will act that way and you won't be as confident. Because if I believe I'm smart and I believe I'm confident, then their words can't affect me, because that's just not true. And we're already playing head games with ourselves, so we can make up stories about because we're already making up stories anyways about what other people think about us and how embarrassing we are in front of them. We might as well use that to our advantage and make up better ones. And in conclusion, basically, this problem. Oh wait, what? No, four questions. So overall, we should ask 4 questions, which is firstly, what do I think of them? Then what do they think of me? Then what do I think of the situation, and what do they think of the situation? This helps separate your thoughts from theirs, which gives you mental clarity, and like it doesn't confuse the two things together. And we should stop measuring others and over analyzing what they think and like overthinking, because that will just consume like our whole mind basically. Like in conclusion, we should just stop measuring others and being critical of ourselves, because if we are critical of ourselves, then we will believe that other people are critical of us too. So we should just like believe in ourselves. And yeah, in conclusion, I think we should, most importantly, we should decide what we think of ourselves, because if other people decide that for us, then it's very dangerous and it can take over our whole entire like sense of self and who we are. And to be like aware that lots of our thinking time is spent thinking about this question, so should make more of an effort to avoid thinking about it, so that we can progress in our lives more effectively and like efficiently. And yeah, next time you go out into public, even if your hair is messy or your clothes aren't nice, I hope that we can still be confident in ourselves and stop worrying about what other people think about us. That's all. Bye bye.